Okay, if you could please read the King James Version of Hosea chapter 8, please.
All right, let me pull that up for you. Here is Hosea chapter 8 from the King James Version. Hosea 8 1. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord, because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law. 2. Israel shall cry unto me, my God know thee. 3. Israel hath cast off the thing that is good, the enemy shall pursue him. 4. They have set up, but not by me. They have made princes, and I knew it not. Of their silver and their gold have they made them idols, that they may be cut off. 5. The half of Samaria hath cast thee off. Mine anger is kindled against them. How long will it be ere they attain innocency? 6. For of Israel was it also. The workman made it, therefore it is not God. But the calf of Samaria shall be broken in pieces. 7. For they have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. It hath no stalk, the bud shall yield no meal. If so be it yield, the strangers shall swallow it up. 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles, as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Now, for they are gone up to Assyria, a wild ass alone by himself. Ephraim hath hired lovers. 10. Yea, though the hired among the nations, now will I gather them, and they shall sorrow a little for the burden of the king of princes. 11. Because Edom hath made many altars to sin, altars shall be unto him to sin. 12. I have written to him the great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing. 13. They sacrifice flesh for the sacrifices of mine offerings, and eat it. But the Lord accepteth them not. Now will he remember their iniquity, and visit their sins. They shall return to Egypt. 14. For Israel hath forgotten his Maker, and buildeth temples, and Judah hath multiplied fenced cities, but I will send a fire upon his cities, and it shall devour the palaces thereof.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead and continue with chapter 9.
All right, here is Hosea chapter 9, King James Version. 1. Rejoice not, O Israel, for joy, as other people, for thou hast gone whoring from thy God. Thou hast loved reward upon every corn floor. 2. The floor and the winepress shall not feed them, and the new wine shall fail in her. 3. They shall not dwell in the Lord's land, but Ephraim shall return to Egypt, and they shall eat unclean things in Syria. 4. They shall not offer wine offerings to the Lord, neither shall they be pleasing unto him. Their sacrifices shall be unto them as the bread of mourners. All thereof shall be polluted. For their bread, for their soul shall not come into the house of the Lord. 5. Will ye do in the solemn day, and in the day of the feast of the Lord? 6. For lo, they are gone because of destruction. Egypt shall gather them up. Memphis shall bury them. The pleasant places for their silver, nettles shall possess them. Thorns shall be their tabernacles. 7. The days of visitation are come. The days of recompense are come. Israel shall know it. The prophet is a fool. Spiritual man is mad. For the multitude of thine iniquity and the great hatred. 8. The watchman of Ephraim was with my God, but the prophet is a snare of a fowler in all his ways, and hatred in the house of his God. 9. They have deeply corrupted themselves as in the days of Gibeah. Therefore he will remember their iniquity, he will visit their sins. 10. I found Israel like grapes in the wilderness. I saw your fathers as the first ripe in the fig tree at her first time. But they went to Baal Peor and separated themselves unto that shame, and their abominations were according as they loved. 11. As for Ephraim, Their glory shall fly away like a bird, from the birth, from the womb, and from the conception. 12. Though they bring up their children, yet will I bereave them, that there shall not be a man left. Yea, woe also to them when I depart from them. 13. Ephraim, as I saw, Tyrus is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. 14. Give them, O Lord, what wilt thou get? Give them a miscarrying womb and dry breasts. 15. All their wickedness is in Gilgal, for there I hated them. For the wickedness of their doings I will drive them out of mine house. I will love them no more. All their princes are revolters. 16. Ephraim is smitten, their root is dried up. They shall bear no fruit. Yea, though they bring forth, yet will I slay even the beloved fruit of their womb. 17. My God will cast them away because they did not hearken unto him, and they shall be wanderers among the nations.
So let's do chapter 13.
All right, here's Hosea 13, King James Version. 1. When Ephraim spake, trembling, he exalted himself in Israel, but when he offended in Baal, he died. 2. And now they sin more and more, and have made them molten images of their silver and idols, according to their own understanding. All of it the work of the craftsman. They say of them, let the men that sacrifice kiss the calves. 3. Therefore they shall be as the morning cloud and as the early dew that pass away, as the chaff that is driven with the whirlwind out of the floor, and as the smoke out of the chimney. 4. Yet I am the Lord thy God from the land of Egypt, and thou shalt know no God but me, for there is no Savior beside me. 5. I did know thee in the wilderness, in the land of great drought.
Okay, go ahead and keep going. You were chapter 13, verse 6 was the next one.
Okay. 6. According to their pastures, so were they filled. They were filled, and their heart was exalted. Therefore have they forgotten me. 7. Therefore I will be unto them as a lion, as a leopard by the way will I observe them. 8. I will meet them as a bear that is bereaved of her whelps, and will rend the call of their heart, and there will I devour them like a lion. The wild beast shall tear them. 9. O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, but in me is thine help. 10. I will be thy king. Where is any other that may save thee in all thy cities? And thy judges of whom thou saidst, give me a king and princes. 11. I gave thee a king in my anger, and took him away in my wrath. 12. The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up, his sin is hidden. 13. The sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him. He is an unwise son, for he should not stay long in the place of the breaking forth of children. 18. I will ransom them from the power of the grave. I will redeem them from death. O death, I will be thy plagues. O grave, will be thy destruction. Repentance shall be hid from mine eyes.
Okay, keep going. You were on chapter 13, verse 15.
All right. 15. Though he be fruitful among his brethren, an east wind shall come. The wind of the Lord shall come up from the wilderness, and his spring shall become dry, and his fountain shall be dried up. He shall spoil the treasure of all pleasurable vessels. Samaria shall become desolate, for she hath rebelled against her God. They shall fall by the sword. Their infants shall be dashed in pieces, and their women with child shall be ripped up.
Okay, all right. Last verse for today. Last chapter for today. If you could do,
Sure. Hosea 14.
yeah.
1. O Israel, return unto the Lord thy God, for thou hast fallen by thine iniquity. 2. Take with you words and turn to the Lord. Say unto him, Take away all iniquity and receive us graciously. So will we render the cowlips. 3. As sure shall not
us. We will not ride upon horses, neither will we say any more to the work of our hands, Ye are
our gods, for in thee the fatherless findeth mercy. 4. I will heal their backsliding. I will love them freely, for mine anger is turned away from him. 5. I will be as the dew unto Israel. He shall grow as the lily and cast forth his roots as Lebanon. 6. His branches shall spread, and his beauty shall be as the olive tree, and his smell as Lebanon. 7. They that dwell under his shadow shall return. They shall revive as the corn and grow as the vine. The scent thereof shall be as the wine of Lebanon. 8. Ephraim shall say, What have I to do any more with idols? I heard him and observed him. I am like a green fir tree. From me is thy fruit found. 9. Who is wise, and he shall understand these things? And he shall know them? For the ways of the Lord are right, and the just shall walk in them, but the transgressors shall fall there.
All right. So, uh, that was interesting. I always like to get your take on what.
Yeah.
So, what do you think
Yeah.
all of that was supposed to mean?
I think the book of Hosea is one of the most emotionally intense and tender books in the Old Testament. These chapters circle around a few big ideas. First, the consequences of turning away, trusting politics, idols, or alliances instead of God. It says that those choices can and will collapse. Second, there's this repeated tension between justice and mercy. The warnings are sharp, but final chapter actually opens with an invitation to return. It's almost like justice is real, but restoration is the goal. One line that stands out is chapter 11, when God says, How can I give you up, Ephraim? Which feels grieving, not just angry. If I had to sum it up, it's like human beings keep walking away, but God's aim is to bring them back. What stood out most to you?
Nothing really. I think a lot of the book is about the damning of Israel.
Right.
That's about it. That's all I got.
Mm, that makes sense. It's heavy stuff. Sometimes the weight of the warnings is the point, but the ending still leans towards hope, like return, and healing is possible. Sounds like it didn't hit you emotionally this time, and that's okay. Not every reading is going to land deeply. We can sit with it as it is.
Yeah. For some reason, I just I guess it's the style it's written in. It never really hits me uh, very intensely.
Huh. Honestly, that makes sense. Ancient writings can feel distant, like the language doesn't always land in the heart right away. Doesn't mean they're doing it wrong, it's just how that text comes across sometimes.